Working with animals and their caretakers for more than 15 years, coordinating events and launching educational offerings sounds quite the task, but it's exactly what Leonora Dillon has been doing over at the Salisbury Zoo.
The end of this month marks Leonora's retirement from the Salisbury Zoo, and in honor of all that she has done, we thought it'd be a pretty good idea to bring her in for a little bit of a recap. So joining us this afternoon, here she is herself, Leonora Dillon, the director of the Salisbury Zoo. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You had mentioned you don't have an animal in you. It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird not to have one and be here.
Oh my, it's like second nature. So let's back up a little bit and tell us how you got involved in the zoo.
My husband's job brought us to the Eastern Shore of Maryland, and I was coming from a children's museum down in South Carolina. There's not anything like that around, so I was looking for something where I could do educational fun stuff, not the formal classroom. I had been in the formal classroom, but wanted to be more informal, and the curator position for education was posted. My husband called me and said, "Hey, did you see this?" And I was like, "What?" And that's how it all started.
Wow.
And I, for one, have seen a lot of changes in the zoo over the past couple of years. Anything stand out in your mind as one of your most proud accomplishments?
That's a tough one. There's been a lot of teamwork, folks pitching in. Our vet coming on staff full-time has been a huge thing for us at the zoo, having somebody there day in, sometimes day in, day out, night in, night out. Tamika, Dr. Williams, is phenomenal. So that's probably one of the highlights since I've been in the director's position, having that support there that we know we can go to at any point, any time. And she's just a phenomenal lady to work with.
How hard was it to get her in and get things started for her part of the...
There was a lot of sweet talking.
Really?
I'm just teasing. No, I'm just teasing. Tamika applied, and we were very open and honest with her. Told her we had only had vets contracted, so we had never had someone there all of the time. So she knew when she was coming in there was going to be a lot of records and things that would have to be tweaked and managed. But she's done a phenomenal job working with the keepers. The keepers have done a phenomenal job pitching in and filling back information, history. There's an unusual thing at our zoo in that we have staff that stays for a long time. A lot of other places, well, in today's society in general, people just don't stay for the length of time. I mean, 22 years. We had one retire last year. We had another one that was there for almost 40 years.
Oh my goodness.
8, 9, 10 years. There's a lot of folks that it's a family atmosphere, so we all pitch in and work together. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stinky mess sometimes, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of stinky mess, and co-workers, is there any particular animal that you're going to miss the most?
Harley Marie, our umbrella cockatoo, was an education ambassador and lived in the office with me. So I'll miss Harley. She's a sweet girl. I mean, there's a lot of them that I go out and peek and watch. But she'll pull my heartstrings.
Never heard anybody say that before. Never heard that. So, what now?
I am headed south. Bring on the heat. I'm a South Carolinian, born and raised there, and so I'm headed back to my roots. All of my family within about a 15-minute radius of where we're going to be. So I'm diving in.
Well, we hate to lose you.
Yeah, I'll come back. My daughter's staying around the area, so can't get rid of me completely. I'll come back and visit.
Okay, good. Glad to hear that.
What are your hopes for the zoo after you leave?
So we've been working really hard on accreditation, getting our accreditation back with AZA. So that is our end goal. So there'll be a lot of big changes coming exhibit-wise that will need the community's support to rally around the zoo and assist that. So the hope is that the team will continue to work together and go for that goal.
Leonora Dillon, thank you so much for coming and seeing us before you retire, and good luck. Enjoy that heat.
I will. Thank you.